guys, welcome again to our humble Off the Great Wall channel. So today we're all about like weird trends, right? So today we've compiled 8 of the weirdest jobs that China has to offer. And like, trust me, they're pretty dang weird.
Yep.
And some of them are cute, some of them are just like plain what the?
People do what in China?
Yeah, so let's just jump in.
Alright, so the first one is mistress discourager. They approach these mistresses and try to help them see, woo them out of other people's marriages.
As a mistress discourager, you can make up to $150,000 per year, and sometimes they'll actually charge up to $40,000 per case.
Wait, okay, so this mistress discourager, who do they communicate with?
The mistresses.
Just the mistress. So the other people have no idea.
Because they're hired by the wives of the men who are,
Right! And this is assuming that the husband is doing the cheating, right?
Yes.
So they're hired. I mean, it's not always the case. We can't assume that. Not all men are bad. I got you.
Thanks, bro.
They're like helping these mistresses to see that there are other options in life and introduce them to like a whole new social circle so that they naturally will just back out. Yeah.
Next up on our list, we have the internet police.
Yeah.
So this is pretty crazy. The Chinese Communist Party actually employs 30,000 people to police the internet and watch what people are doing. At the end of the day, it's basically about censorship.
It is.
They're trying to control what information people have access to. Websites like Facebook and Google and YouTube, you can't access that in China.
Yeah.
They block those sites.
Yeah.
Sensitive issues like Tiananmen Square massacre or like the persecution of Falun Gong practitioners or organ harvesting, things along these lines.
Yeah,
They're all
actually,
blocked.
that's interesting you say that because they threaten to like shut down tech firms if they don't comply with, assisting them in kind of monitoring what these people are saying. So it's pretty crazy.
And one of the examples that I read the other day was basically about this girl who set herself on fire in Tibet because she was protesting for something. And then things like that would not spread to other area. People in other area would not have heard anything about it.
Yeah, because I mean that
They're
would
doing
be
their job.
the last thing the government wants exposed, right?
So here you can say bad things about your government, like, I don't know, this person sucks, that person sucks. But you can't do that in China without risking your own life.
Yeah, it's a life or death situation, guys. So the next one is a light and fluffy one, following on from the other kind of more serious. It's about pandas. So you get paid around 32,000 a year to comfort, stroke, feed, and pretty much mother a panda.
I don't know, panda hugger now, they just
It's
become
been
a
good knowing you
business.
guys. I think I have some other business to take care of.
And you get legitimate like work benefits. You get like the company car, you get free accommodation, you get meals, because it's a 365-day job.
Sounds like an awesome job.
I know. Who wants to sign up for that? They're offering positions in Shanghai, Chengdu, and Guangzhou, so run along.
Oh.
Get that ticket.
What about those
Chengdu,
doing
that's my
like,
hometown.
Is it?
It's time to make a visit. Alright, so next up we have a profession that I'm personally a little bit interested in. It's a video game farmer.
So I think in addition to panda hugger, you can have this as your...
No, you can only choose one.
I'll be a panda hugging video game farmer. It usually has to do with an online RPG game, and they'll create these accounts and then they'll level up the characters, they'll get awesome items, and then they'll sell the accounts for money.
Isn't that the whole point of playing game? You want to level up and you want this awesome characters and you want to collect a lot of coins and gold, and like, why do you need to pay other people to do that? Or why do you need to buy off of other people?
Maybe they're just rich people out there that love gaming and they want awesome characters, but they just don't have the time to put in all the work to actually get their character leveled up and collect all these awesome items and get a lot of gold. So they just buy them.
Then what's the fun of playing that without actually earning it?
But that's why it's another business transaction. All right, so the next one's a little bit sad. It's the professional funeral crier. Okay, so these people, they're like in a group. They're hired actors to attend funerals and deliver the eulogies at funerals for people. Guys, stop crying. I don't know how to comfort people.
I think he's trying to audition for that job.
You're just auditioning for like every job here. These people are hired to deliver, eulogies and attend the funerals and cry on behalf of all the friends that maybe they don't have.
It's kind of a sad thing to think about.
Yeah. Like, if no one showed up at your funeral, like, what did you do in life?
Oh my gosh. I think some of the top ones, they go beyond just crying, you know, they're like wailing and they like get down on their knees and be like, no, don't leave me. Yeah.
I would never be able to do this because I can't cry.
Because of family members like you who can't cry that this job exists.
I wonder when they die, who will cry for them?
Their coworkers. Okay, next up we have the token white guy. Yes.
We all know one.
This usually has to do with the big businesses in China. They employ white people to look important and play these executive roles to impress other companies, foreign companies usually when they come and do business in China.
At like events and mixes and things like that?
Yeah, and even just at their office. If somebody is visiting for a business meeting, they might have a token white guy sitting in on that meeting just to make them look fancy and important.
This whole time we thought LA was the place to go for actors and actresses, but actually it's China.
Yeah, if you want to diversify your portfolio, you can play such different roles.
You can be a CEO and like
What?
a professional funeral crier.
Some of these Chinese companies, I mean, the reason they rent a white guy is because they want to have a look of, you know, there being a global company or an international company, but they don't really want to have foreign forces to occupy their company and then get their company secrets. So this is their solution to that problem.
Who would have thought it would be so simple?
Okay, well, the next one is 50 Cent Army. Not the kind of 50 Cent that you were thinking about.
Not the one in the club?
Not the one in the
It's good and hot in here.
No, the 50 Cent
Nelly.
Army that we're talking about. But these are basically like professional internet trolls, and they would create, you know, tons of accounts to comment on, you know, forums, videos, or other contents on the internet. And I'm not talking about just like doing like first kind of comment.
Yeah, so it pretty much pays these people, this group of people, 50 cent renminbi.
Yeah,
They're getting involved in the discussions and the
Yeah.
forums and the comments to
Yeah.
try to persuade people's opinions and thinking to be in line
Yeah.
with what the Chinese Communist Party want people to think.
I mean, for people without the trained eye, they can't really separate the comments
Yeah.
from 50 Cent Army or just like an organic comment.
One of the requirements or whatever was leaked in 2011, and they said, like, the aim is to any extent possible make America the target of criticism and play down the existence of Taiwan. And then the same thing, like another one was choose various examples in Western countries of violence and unreasonable circumstances to explain how democracy is not well suited in capitalism. So they have these like broad themes that they need to kind of instill in these threads and comments to kind of make people who read them think that China is almighty and everyone else is like dun, 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 dun. What?
That's our last weird job of the day, which is called storefront clappers. I've seen something like that in Korea, which is pretty similar. So what they do is they try to be as loud as they can. They try to get you into their stores, and they lure you in with this like small little baskets of like samples products.
Isn't that just annoying? If I see anyone standing in front of a store, like either trying to give me something or do something kind of obnoxious, I'm just like, okay, bye. Walk the other way. But if it's like smells, you know, like Subway,
like,
they purposely make their biscuits smell really nice and their bread, I'm like, I'll come in. But if they're like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go in.
So those are some of the weirdest jobs in China. I'm sure there's more out there.
Tell us in the comments below which one you might want to be a part of, or, you know.
Or which one you
Start a
think
career in.
was the weirdest one.
Or if you know of any other weird jobs that we didn't cover, let us know.
Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to follow us on our socials. We have just snapped a couple of things.
So long!